good morning again to all my beautiful viewers out there. Thank you for sticking with us here at Sun Up on 7. So we were just joined by Rotary Club here in Belize, celebrating their 65th anniversary. Guys, if you need to go buy a phone, think about spend $20 for an S22 Samsung, is it? I don't know Samsung. I'm an Apple guy. But
Galaxy S22 Ultra.
she said it. But, we're now jumping into our next conversation for today, and we're here joined with Mr. Alan Sharp. He's no stranger here, and he's the president of the Volleyball Association of Belize. And we're discussing the recent victory that we share. Come on, people. Let's celebrate here. So, Mr. Sharp, welcome to Sun Up. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm still a bit tired. We're still trying to recover.
Well, I mean, we had an intense competition the other day. So, how was that like? How was that in preparing these girls?
Well, you know, I'm so glad that you asked about the preparation because, you know, a lot of people think you just put a team together and it happens, and you know, God has blessed us with a lot of talent, but it takes a lot of work. You know, yes, this group was training together from the beginning of the year, but some of them, as soon as COVID, most of them from as soon as COVID we had come out of COVID to train. We had still not out of COVID, but come out of COVID to train because we knew we wanted to host this tournament here. So we were starting to prepare. In fact, we had a big decision whether to make it under 19, under 21, but we ended up the way you get it is that you have to apply to the international body who basically tells you have to host one, and so you get to choose. So you want to choose one you're strong in. And so we felt that we were strong in this area, which it proved to be right.
Definitely.
But yeah, the girls started training, but some of them, you know, had no experience. I think may have played one weekend tournament in Belize locally, while some had, you know, Fatima and Garrett, Iman, Marcy have played previously, so they had experience. But we had some girls that had very little experience, and we played against Guatemala. In the end, you know, we did so well, you know, 3 matches basically winning easily, and then came upon Guatemala. But Guatemala, I think, showed that they have experience. All their girls have been playing, and they recently were at an international event prior to coming to Belize.
Okay.
So they have some experience playing, and I think that was a bit of the difference right at the very end. You know, because when you get the 5th set, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, and it's you know, one little run here or there can make a big difference. And there was a little run they made, a 3-point run they made just after being tied 7-7, somewhere around there. That they went on, and that was the difference right there. You know, so it's. But we're very proud. The girls did very well. I'd like to say publicly that we're not only proud of what the girls did. That's obviously the key, but we're also proud that we were able to pull off a world-class event. We have been receiving comments from all over North America, Central America, of the world-class event that was pulled off here in Belize. We're also very proud that for a population of 400,000 people, 5,000 people were inside the Civic Center.
Right.
If you work out that percentage, you know, that's more than 5% of the city inside the Civic Center. So we're very proud of that. And I think we're very proud that when you have these events, it brings the country together. There's a unification of the people. The people feel united. They feel Belizean.
Definitely.
We have a reason to further express why we love our country. So I think all those things, it's all positive coming out of the event. Now, the only other positive thing we want is that the sponsors continue to help us because we have some big bills. we have some big bills to pay, you know.
No, but the support was tremendous, and that was one thing that I wanted to ask as well. From hearing from the girls, how did they feel seeing the bleachers completely ram jam, as they would say?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think any athlete would love to play at home and would love to play at home in that environment.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to thank the Belizean people because, I mean, I've been doing this for some years now, and only Nicaragua fills their stadium of 8,000. Even Guatemala, even other countries that have 5,000 seat stadiums don't fill their stadium that often. And we've done it now twice, 2018 and now again.
Look at that.
So our Belizean people are showing that we are the best fans. We are definitely the best in everything. So we just have to...
They showed out, man.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of them because the girls deserved it. They worked really hard.
Yes.
And like, I remember when we had Prime Minister on, he was like, I need to make it to the Friday game or something. Like, he's like, I want to make it. And he was also encouraging Belizeans to come out.
Yes,
because
yes.
This, like you mentioned, it's a time where all Belizeans can just come and just support, unify, and just
Positive.
be here. These girls work so hard to be where they are right now. And so it's good to stand in solidarity with them.
It was very, I mean, how I wish we could do more of these because there's such a positiveness that comes out of
There we
this.
go.
You know, everybody feels positive.
Yes.
You know, and I think it also motivates a lot of the young people now. We're expecting a surge because there's a lot of people wanting to play. And I have to say this because I have a wife and 2 daughters, that being female is also big. You know,
Yes.
male sports is what dominates Belize. So for female sports to come out and do that and play at such a high level, first of all, show that females can do it, show that Belizean females can do it. And like I said, play at that level. And then the fan turnout was excellent. So, you know,
And I mean, they made the nation proud. Again,
They were
congratulations.
on it the first game. I was like,
Yeah.
my goodness, these girls don't come to play. They did not come to play. And there was just this moment of like, wow, looking at us at this level. Because really just seeing so much love from everybody, posting about the game, people bigging up, you know, individual players. And then also you guys did an excellent job, you know, showcasing their pictures and like we really come like with
step up.
backing and step up. And that I think itself showed the professionalism that came with this tournament. That's why people are looking at us and say, we came. We really came, and the views are up there because I saw like 4,000 saw, like people were watching, people were supporting.
I better watch for Kika.
Yeah. Well, you know, and throughout the tournament, I mean, the final night we had a full house, but throughout the tournament we had decent turnout, but on the views, we were doing very good views live, and by the time we would get to the following morning, we would almost be at 30,000 per
actual
match,
game.
and the final match will not blew it out.
Yeah.
I think we surpassed 50,000 by the end of the night. It was
intense.
Wow.
and that's, I mean, I had people from out of Canada texting me, please send in the link because they're watching the game.
That's amazing.
So it shows you how it spreads very fast. And again, I really hope that the government and the private sector see what can happen.
Yeah.
And I know that I had some great sponsors, but there's still a lot more great sponsors out there.
Right.
And it's going to take a group work. You know, it's going to take a unified approach. But we have to start to look at this, you know, at the positiveness that it brings, because it costs a lot of money. I mean, it cost us about $200,000, of which we had to lean on a lot of people to volunteer. That brought us down to about 175,000. But, you know, we have to host, once the teams arrive here, we pay everything. We have to transport them, feed them.
Right.
And there's a certain level of food. We have to put them up in a certain level of hotel. And we have to cover every cost. The international people that come in, we cover their flight. You know, so there's all the officials we have to cover. But we were lucky. We had more than 100 volunteers.
Wow.
To show you how much volunteers that we have. And some have to be specialists, like the scorers, the line judges. They have to be trained. People have been doing this for some time. So we're very grateful to them. And personally, one of the crew I'm most thankful for is my executive. We're all volunteers. People think we get paid. We don't get paid $1. And every night for the week up to the event, we were there till after midnight every night. Wow. Preparing, and every night of the tournament we're there after midnight, preparing for the following day. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to pull off such an event, to make it look the way it looks. But we did it because we are proud of Belize. We don't want Belize to look second.
No.
Right.
And myself, I'm extremely competitive, not only in playing. I want that when Belize pulls it off, if I could
good.
do it better than the US, we're going to do it better.
By all means,
we're going to really try.
So, Mr. Sharp, let's put the potential sponsors to the test out there, both public and private. We understand that there's an upcoming tournament.
Yes, we're the girls leave on Tuesday to Honduras. They're in the under 23. It's most of the same team. We've added one player, and unfortunately, Fatima Emma Garrett won't be able to go. They have to go back to school on the 5th.
Okay.
So they won't be able to go, two of our strongest attackers. But we have a lot of other strong attackers, so we believe the team can do well, although we're stepping up by 2 years. We're going to under 23. We're in under 21, so it's 2 years older. But this team was young for this age group, so we did well.
Definitely.
And all 7 countries will be in Honduras. At least say they're going to be there. So hopefully they are, and we're looking forward to our girls doing well. Then we have, right after that, in August, middle of August, the U23 male team is supposed to go, followed by the U21 male team. And then after that, in early October, the U19 male team. So we have 3 male teams to go.
Wow.
And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people coming on soon because the Central American Games are the end of October, early November in Guatemala and Costa Rica, and a lot of sports will be going, and they'll be needing a lot of help to cover their costs. So there's a lot of sports happening. For us in volleyball, like I mentioned, we have all those international tournaments. Then we have beach volleyball. We have beach volleyball going on at this time. We have a tour that's going around the country. The next one will be in Placencia. Omaya
Resort?
Yeah.
Umaya Resort.
Yeah, right. Down in Placencia. That is in the middle of August, 13th and 14th, I believe. And then we have our beach volleyball championship. We're hoping for all Belize the last weekend of August. So I'm getting thirsty just telling you all the things.
I know, I was thinking, but
all the things that are happening in
The beach
volleyball.
done the dehydrator.
But what I'm going to ask is, all of these competitions is going to be on the Volleyball Association page, right? So
Yes,
people can
everything.
to check
Yeah,
every time
can,
and see
yeah.
where they can support.
Yeah.
I'm sure, when they're going out there, there is a Facebook that they can be able to watch the game from. I'm hoping, because if we have Facebook Live, they better have Facebook Live so Belizeans can support from their coach.
Yes.
Big flag in their house to go, yay!
They promised us that they will be doing one. In fact, we already spoke to the group that normally does it. They were actually here in Belize.
Okay.
But we have an agreement with TNC, so no filming can happen. But they were here and they were doing a lot. They were doing prior to match and after match live.
Okay.
They're very well known in Central America, and they told us that we can grab their feed and put it on any of our
Broadcast.
local national
Perfect.
channels to watch the matches. So that will be very good to do. And we hope that continues for volleyball and all sports.
Yes.
Because one of the things is to expose.
Yes.
I mean, you have to think that, and this might come off a little bit bad, but a lot of the people that make the decisions at a high level in sponsors don't attend matches as often as they probably would like to.
Yeah.
But putting it on TV is a bit more convenient.
Yeah, right.
And they can see what's out there. And again, I really hope they see the quality we're offering in volleyball to try and continue to assist. We have a big program with lots of athletes, from small to old. So,
To season.
to season. Experience.
Experience, man,
With
yeah.
the wise ones.
The wiser ones,
the
they
wise-
have a little bit
yeah.
more salt pan there.
Yeah.
But thank you for that. I'm really hoping, like you said, the exposure is important, because I know not everybody can make it to tournaments, but they want to support, they want to see what both our athletes, both male and female, are doing. And because of that, being able to have it on a Facebook Live, to have it on TV or whatever it is, can really just change it for some people.
Yes,
And
of course.
that's a support that, here in the comments to say Belizean flag. These are the things that, fuel people to as well. Because I'm sure those girls would want to know that, I have these people, all they just about me, Belize or so. And I think it fuels them too.
Yeah. The supporting comments, as well as, again, back to the question you asked me about the full stadium, has a great effect as some of the more wise players always come to me when we're hosting these tournaments and tell me, why didn't you do this when we were playing, we would love to play in front of our home.
Yeah.
We never had a chance in our time. And I tried to share that with the younger athletes. It doesn't translate the way you want it to let them know this is an experience of a lifetime.
Privilege to as well.
To play at home in front of a full house is something that, you know, every athlete would love to have an experience like that.
Mr. Sharp, concerning the beach volleyball, this is a volleyball tournament for anybody? Teams could just register with you, or how does that work?
Yes, we through the Facebook page.
Okay.
Any pair, because it's done in pairs.
Right.
They can just register and then participate in the tournament.
And this begins when again? In the
Well,
13th and 14th in
13 and 14 down in Placencia is the next stop, yes.
Okay, so anytime before then they could contact you
Correct.
or the Facebook page, register their team, and then they could go. Is there any charge to that?
Yes, there is a registration fee. I'm going to guess at it because I have too many numbers in my head. But it's about $40, I think, per team.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I do see here that there's a first prize of $600, second prize $400, and third prize $300. So
Yes.
people sign up. I mean, you could win back money, more money.
Yes. And we,
Definitely.
you know, having prizes is sometimes difficult to come by, but it's essential.
Yeah.
It's important. And again, sponsors play a major role. Omaya is helping us hand and foot. They've been great to us. You know, we're testing this out because next year, apart from having indoor tournament, we want to host an international beach volleyball tournament.
Okay.
In fact, we'd like to host, this year we were supposed to host a continental one where the USA, Cuba, and all of them come in beach.
Oh.
But the organization was going too slow, and we're used to hosting world-class event.
No, we are.
We have...
Period.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure it's top of the line. So we'll try again for next year,
Okay.
starting much earlier. But that's a possible place down south in Placencia at their resort. But we're also looking at various places, Belize City, San Pedro, Key Conquer, because you wouldn't believe it, one of the biggest challenges we have is the amount of rooms, right? We need 50 rooms, 54 rooms, I believe,
Wow.
of double occupancy.
Right.
So because 32 teams come, so that's already 32 rooms.
Wow.
32 teams come, and each country only get to put one team. So, I mean, one each gender. So you're looking at a minimum of 16 countries are attending.
Wow.
You're coming in, and the difference with beach and indoor as well, why we're trying to do it, is because beach volleyball tends to bring a bigger entourage.
Yes.
You know, because it's only two players. Normally, their sister, brother, cousin, everybody's coming with them, and they take the opportunity to come to a place like Belize and spend a week. So
Yes.
they will come either before, stay after, and come for the whole experience. And they do this throughout where they're traveling. So beach volleyball has a little different way of operating, but they do bring a lot more for tourism.
Right,
They
definitely. I can
bring a
see
lot
that.
more people. But if we continue host these type of events, we're going to have as well. Because we had different groups, you know, came in from Guatemala and Salvador in particular. They flew in for
this
the
tournament.
tournament, yes.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
And see, that's the next thing people don't understand. Like with competitions like this, you know, people are looking at you, it puts a next magnifying glass on you.
Yes.
And when you put top-notch stuff like with the quality that we're doing, people are like, hey, I'm seeing you, Belize. I'm
Yeah.
seeing you. So tourism can be able to be impacted. It's just a lot that we can put forth and just get so much from. So
Yeah.
I really hope for sponsors, guys, sponsors. We
Sponsors.
can't make it happen without you.
That's right.
So please drop your pocket a little bit, drop your hand, and just like, hey, Mr. Sharp, you want some?
Yes, we
I can
need-
give you at least $1,000, you know, at least 10,000. or
I just found this in my room.
know,
There you go.
Yeah, and support it. And if you're not convinced, talk to him and make him send you the past matches or so and see
Yeah.
what you're investing your money in to understand, you know, the level that these ladies have, the professionalism that they have, so you can know, you know, that top-notch stuff you'd invest in.
And we are very open with our financials as well. We have an audit every year, so we're very transparent in how we spend the sponsors' money. And I think those sponsors, you know, like Bowen, Simon Kwan, BTB, HRCU, who have been very good to us over the years, have seen the fruit of their investment. And I think they're more and more seeing that the package is worth a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so they do get exposure. So
I saw HRC, you did a whole little like
yes, very nice.
dig for the girls.
Yeah,
That was like,
yeah.
I loved it.
Yes.
That was really nice.
They have supported us for the past, I want to say 29, 30 years.
Wow.
Consistent every year.
Wow.
I mean, they've done things like a whole primary school tournament for us. They've been a serious investor in sport and in volleyball in particular. So HRCU, I have to big them up. They've always been great to us. But not to take away from Simon Kwan, who, you know, Miss Kwan
Miss
puts in
Lupita.
a tremendous amount
Yeah.
of her own time and money. She works with us very well. You know, Boyne has always been there every tournament. They've never let us down. You know, and I could go on and on. There's a few that have been very good, you know. So I think that you have to build those relationships.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now it's getting so big that we need other sponsors like that.
Need to expand the family.
Yeah, we need to expand that family.
Cousin, what's up? You know, that kind of thing. But please, again, if you want to see any of the schedules, you want to be able just to reach out and be able to stretch your hand out with some money too, because when I reach out, make a reach out with some money. Please go to the Volleyball Association page and see the tournament, support in any way, or register your team.
610-5226. That's on the flyer there. Register for the upcoming beach volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-star event, guys.
$40 per team. I'm now looking at the budget.
Yes,
There we go.
look at you reading. I'm proud of you, Brandon. Thank you again so much, Mr. Sharp,
Yes,
for being
definitely.
here.
Thank you
All
for
the
having
great
me.
work
And
that you guys are doing.
congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. And we look forward to the continued support. Media plays a major role.
Definitely.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
We may pick up the girls as we find out about everything
Congratulations,
big up first thing in the morning. So
Even the PM?
yes,
Yes,
I
he
know.
was.
He was.
He was at the
there.
game. The Minister of Sports came, I think, one night. Minister of Tourism came, I think, nearly every night. We saw the Minister came of Police. He was there. Different ministers came.
we go.
Minister Francis Fonseca was there.
They come out. They should bring the whole cabinet.
Yeah, they came and they saw. So I'm hoping it has an impression on them.
Great.
Definitely.
I hope it has an
Invest
impression
in
on them.
sports. These athletes deserve it, man. Open the way. And so we have to open for a commercial break, sadly. But truly enjoy this conversation and continue the great work. Big up yourself, all athletes out there that are putting in the time. It takes discipline and dedication to be up on that screen. So remember, you can't just wake up and do volleyball. You have to put in your work. Not even just for volleyball, any sport you're doing, put in the time, because that's the only way you reap the fruits of your labor. But with that, we go to our next commercial break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.